Hello, welcome. Please have a seat. Welcome to my tea shop. I'm so happy that you found us. No, I only opened this week, and I'd be happy to show you. Of course. Do you have some time? I only need about 20 minutes of your time, and we can go through the different types of teas, some different mugs, the proper way to brew a cup, as I was taught by my grandmother, and some accoutrements, and I can explain them, and then we can decide whatever it is that you like. Would you like that? I would very much. Please have a seat. Pardon? Oh, thank you very much. I really love this hat as well. I also have one in a champagne color, and no, I don't actually know that designer. I will be honest with you. This hat and my other one came from Amazon. Yes, this hat was $13. Yes, but as you can see, it is the perfect teapotty hat. Yes, they do take a couple of weeks to get here, but I love these hats. Of course, and it's fun to dress up. I think it's romantic. It takes us back to a gentler time. Of course. Well, let me show you some of the teas that we have, and we can begin. Now this one, I'm sorry dear, but I do need my glasses for this. Thank you. Oh, that's much better, thank you. Now this one is cotillion, an afternoon tea, and let me read what it says. Oh, this tells you on the bottom how to make the tea, but trust me, I know how to make tea. Okay, so cotillion is a black tea. It has bergamot notes, vanilla. It's a lighter afternoon tea, I would say. Yes, of course. This one, ooh, the chai arms. This is a lovely spicy tea filled with cinnamon and cloves and cardamom. Would you like to smell it? Of course. It'd be my pleasure. Oh, it's spicy and warm and inviting. Oh, it just takes you back. It does. It's one of my favorites. This one I prefer on winter evenings in a nice big mug, actually. I prefer my tea in mugs. Some people prefer cups. Yes. Do you ever remember that? It's a very old television show called Keeping Up Appearances, and she'd always say, cup or beaker. And her poor neighbor would always be like, beaker, beaker. Yes, so I'll put that one aside. This one is the cookie cha, and this one has some spices in it. Let me just get it open. It has almost a peppery quality to it, and fruity as well. Try to smell. See? Yes. It's quite popular. It's, again, more of an afternoon tea. Yes. This one I prefer with honey or agave, depending what kind of sweetener you like. Yes. Oh, I am not a purist, I must say. I prefer my tea sweet and light. Sorry, but that's who I am. Now this one is Organic Twilight. This one I adore. It is, it's a refreshing light tea. I know this sounds strange. It tastes like tea should taste. This I would have for breakfast, even though it says twilight. I prefer it as a breakfast tea in the mornings with a nice piece of toast. It just starts my day off very well. Yes. Now we have some more. Oh, we have lots and lots of teas. Trust me on that one. This one is the Earl Grey with the rose petals. I don't think you can get much more. Oh, you can really smell the rose, but it's not floral to the point it tastes like soap. Do you know what I mean? Yes. it actually makes you, it takes you to a lunch tea, you know, something you would have with a scone or a biscuit, something light, you know. And then this one is a black and blue. This actually is one of the first teas that I actually ordered. It's a black tea with blueberry, and it tastes like blueberry, it smells like blueberry, and the tea itself makes the most beautiful color. It is a tea color, but there's a tinge of almost like my hat. And I have to tell you that I brewed up a strong batch, and I dipped some linen napkins in it, and I let them dry, and then I spritzed them and ironed them, and they are the most beautiful napkins I own. I absolutely love them. People have been using tea to dye fabrics for generations. It goes back, you know, probably a millennial, I'm sure. And then this one is Snow White. It is lovely tea time tea. It has apple and pear. It just smells divine here. It's a very, very fruity tea. This is the kind of tea I would start children on, you know, to help them to refine their palates for tea, because there's so many different kinds of teas that we can have. Now, I do have a lot more teas to show you, but sometimes you get sick of hearing about tea for a minute. So why don't we go through some cups and mugs, and then I can show you a very special box of tea. I have a yard of tea. And we can go through the different kinds together. And perhaps there'll be a kind that you enjoy. Of course. Now, I will show you some accoutrements first. We have different strainers. Now, these are for when you put your tea, your loose tea, in a pot and you cover it with water. Most people think the water has to be boiling. Really, to make a proper cup of tea, you would swish hot water in your teapot to warm it. You put your tea leaves in, and then you put nearly boiling water. And the general rule of thumb is 3 to 5 minutes brew time. And then what you do is this goes over your teacup, and you pour, and your strainer catches your leaves. Of course, yes. Oh, this teapot, let me see. This is a Royal Doulton. We don't sell this here. This is merely for guests. You are my guest, and I'm so happy that you're here. So, but I do have some lovely teapots for sale. If you'd like, I can get them. Oh yes, I have a lovely white porcelain that is covered by a copper cover. It's lovely, but I use it more for display because the 1 or 2 times that I've used the one that we have in the shop, I've burned myself on that copper. It's one of those things I think is better for looking than for using. So I don't try to sell too many of those unless someone has a copper collection, which I do. So now, let's say somebody would like a nice big mug of tea. I like this one. It's not quite as big as it looks, but I love see-through teacups and coffee cups. This one is double-walled insulated. So as I said, it's not quite as big as it looks on first glance. But what I love about double-walled is the outside doesn't get too hot. So I personally, if I have a mug of tea like this, and it must have been a bad day, I prefer to hold it with 2 hands rather than, you know, the ladylike doing. Tea should be enjoyed. I know that we make high tea and we do our hops and our fancy dresses, but honestly, tea, anything that you eat or drink should be enjoyed, should be savored, should be looked forward to, and personally should be remembered. Of course, I still remember when I was a child, my mother would buy red rose tea, and inside the box would be these little tiny figurines. I think I still have some somewhere. And they were little squirrel. The squirrel I remember because I used to love to trace my finger around the tail. Just go around it, up and down it. And there also was a whole series you could collect of the nursery rhymes. There was the cat with the fiddle. I remember that one very well. The little boy who played the horn, I can't remember, but you know, the pipe, whatever. But yeah, so that's a memory for me, of course. Now this set belonged to my mother-in-law, and it belonged to her grandmother, as you can see. There's the sugar bowl. Through the years, unfortunately, the lid has been lost. The pitcher, and the matching plate. Now I will try to see who's made this because I don't think I've ever looked, to be honest. Things like that just don't matter to me. Royal Winton. It was made in England, and it is numbered. Not sure what that means, but I'm not that into that kind of stuff. Now this is an antique tea strainer. It's silver, and I should polish it, but I personally like the way they look when they're tarnished. It's like copper when it goes to verdigris. It just looks old and distressed and character building, you know? It just tells a story. So here's another one that you would put over your cup, you know, or you could even strain if you're being mother. So we do have this lovely mug here with the beautiful roses, and as you can see, the rose is on the inside as well, and it has the gold line through. It's quite lovely, it really is. And we have this one that we just got. I actually got this in a FabFitFun box. I liked it so much I've ordered a few for the shop. It says, I believe it says Lily. I don't know if it's KK or if it's X's for kisses, but it's a little mermaid. Beautiful gold handle. Lovely design with the seashells. I think it's quite avant-garde. I love the color combinations, and it's a nice big mug, you know. But if you are in the mood for just a small cup of tea, I do have teacups like this one, you know, for those that would just like a small cup of tea. And if even that's too small for you, I have this teacup if you just want a little drop of tea. Just a small joke. Thank you. Now this is one of my favorite things to show people who come into the shop. We do sell these. For those that would like lemon in their tea, it's a bird. I absolutely love these, and I figure why make people use their fingers? So you would put your lemon segment in here, and you simply press down, and the lemon juice will come out the bird's mouth. I think it's quite a lot, and it will strain out any pits as well. I just think it's whimsical, it's fun. If you're trying to introduce children to tea, it's a great way to show them the different ways to drink the tea. It's also a lovely gift to give people, because really, who has these? And I did pick this up once at a lovely street fair. And what it is, it's a tea bomb. This one is Earl Grey. And what happens is you place it into a large teacup. You slowly pour over the boiling water, and you let seep for 3 to 5 minutes. But look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Take it out of the wrapping. And then this is what you put into the teapot, the teacup. And it will dissolve into Earl Grey tea with lovely glitter in it. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. I don't sell them, but I can definitely give you the name of the person. They have a website and you can easily order. She had all kinds of flavors. There was a mint, there was other things. It was just lovely, yes. Now, would you like to read our, here we are, our yard of teas. We have Earl Grey, English breakfast, citrus, sweet ginger peach apricot tea, caramel dreams chai. Doesn't that sound delicious? Hot cinnamon spice tea, jasmine green tea, elevated green tea, Moroccan mint green tea. A mint tea, if you are having an upset stomach or a nervous stomach, mint tea and ginger, I'm just not a fan of ginger, but mint tea will soothe your stomach. We have a pomegranate green tea, a peach mango green tea, and a tropical green tea. Now they do say what each one is, and they do give a brewing guide. Now for the black teas, they do recommend 3 to 5 minutes steep time. For the green teas, they recommend, what is this? 2 to 3 minutes, and to ensure that you do not use boiling water, you merely use almost boiling water. So that's something to consider. Was there a kind that you wanted me to read about? Of course, the citrus orange tea. An uplifting and full-bodied interpretation of the classic English breakfast tea with a well-balanced complementary orange flavor. That sounds delicious. Which one? The caramel dreams chai? I would like that too. Okay, Indian premium estate hand-picked black tea with uplifting. Oh, I very much apologize. I've read the wrong one. Yes. The caramel dreams tea is an energizing blend of Indian premium estate hand-picked black tea with the flavors of spices, caramel, and chai. Hot cinnamon spice is an energizing blend of Indian premium estate hand-picked black tea, delicate with spicy flavors of cinnamon. That sounds delicious. The rest are pretty much self-explanatory. The sweet ginger peach apricot, yeah, of course. Indian premium estate hand-picked black tea with uplifting ginger notes with sweet hints of peach and apricot. A very fruity blend. And the citrus orange, yeah, we read that one already. Okay, do you know which tea you would like? The black and blue? Excellent choice. Would you like a cup or a mug? The mug, of course. The see-through mug, of course. Now, would you prefer sugar, a sweetener such as Splenda, or honey, agave? Sugar. Cubes? Certainly. How many lumps? 3. Excellent choice. Okay. And I will pour you some milk as well. Okay. And the black and blue, we've just gotten ready. Let it sit. And as soon as it's ready, of course, may I offer you some refreshments with it? I do have some lovely tea sandwiches. We have tuna with watercress, with the crust cut off, of course. We have an egg salad done with celery seeds and olive bits on an open-faced whole wheat toast round. And we also have a cream cheese and cucumber with just a touch of mint in it. It makes it very, very refreshing. That is actually on a sourdough round cut without crust. Of course, it would be my pleasure. I will just go and get that ready for you, and then you can sit and enjoy your tea. We have a wide array of magazines or picture books filled with exotic locations for you to peruse while you enjoy your luncheon. It's my pleasure, and I am so very glad that you found our tea shop. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, my angels, I hope you enjoyed my tea shop role play. I was really excited to do it. And like I said, there'll be another one this week, a surprise one. And I'm sorry if you can hear conversations. There's people working, my backyard backs onto a public park, and there's people working there, and I can hear them. So I apologize for that. But please join me again, and I look forward to it. I'm so grateful to all of you for your support. And as always, I love you, I value you, I honor you, and I'm so very, very glad that you were born.